All right, today was our day. Fortunately, the last day we will be stuck in the clouds. We've got some brighter days on the horizon. We actually had a classic cold air damming setup over the past 6 days or so. So when you've got this squeeze of a northeast breeze around the area, low pressure offshore, it takes all the cool and damp air and it traps it between the mountains to our west and the Atlantic to our east. So all this cool air gets stuck in place and then it sinks down to the surface and gets stuck down in the surface. And you've got essentially a cloud on the ground. And then oftentimes warm air comes up over the mountains and then just floats on top of that cool, dense air down at the surface. Oftentimes when you make your salad dressing at home, balsamic dressing, extra virgin olive oil, salt, and oregano. That's the trick. No pepper, just salt and oregano. But if you don't mix them, what happens? The extra virgin olive oil and the balsamic vinegar separate. That's what the air masses have been doing. They've been floating on top of each other. It's kind of separated nature. You need to shake up the bottle of dressing to mix out the air and get some sunshine and get the clouds that are down at the surface to clear out. And that's what's going to happen as we go over the next couple of days. We're pulling in some dry air out of the north, looking really good. We're starting to see a little bit of the clouds break apart a bit through the satellite and radar tonight. There were a couple spritz and sprinkles out there a couple hours ago, but we're looking better already. We're going to see most of the clouds decrease through the night. Temperatures holding in the 60s. Tomorrow with sunshine, fingers crossed from start to finish, we're likely going to have a bright sunrise giving way to a good amount of sunshine throughout the day. Over top of temperatures in the 70s, feeling really, really good. Now there still could be a little bit of a breeze out of the north-northeast, occasionally gusting to 25-ish miles an hour, mainly at the coastline. That'll be a fresh breeze to remind us that it is autumn and we're right into spooky season here as we go into the month of October, but it could elevate our high tides coming up here. So the current high tide right around that 4.5 feet time level, so to speak. That's nuisance. That's in the orange range here. So typical flood prone spots. Just see a little bit of water on the roadways. Similar case for the late morning high tide tomorrow. But down along the outer banks around late morning to noon to 1 p.m. could be some ocean overwash on NC-12. So that's something to keep in mind as these seas will be elevated down that way. But high pressure in control sets up more sunshine for pretty much the entirety of the upcoming work week. So we got some really nice weather to enjoy here over the next 5 to 7 days. And it is much deserved. After the last 6 days, it has been cloudy from start to finish. So we got some good stuff on the way here. We got Philippe, we got Rena out in the Atlantic. They're staying out in the Atlantic, just playing a little game of cat and mice between each other. They're going to stay out there. We got the sunshine to enjoy over the next 5 to 7 days. Get out and take advantage.